Guys, and we're back to another episode of Ghost Recon Online. This is a free-to-play game I got from Steam, and it's been pretty fun. You have the choice between two different game modes: Team Capture, which I hear has a bunch more maps, where, of course, there's 5 capture points. You start by capturing the middle one. You capture the middle one, then you can capture the opponent's secondary, third, or the other way around. Team Capture, don't like that so much. No. Team Deathmatch, classic. This was the original game mode that they implemented. One thing about this game that I really do not like is the fact that it takes forever to search, considering that there's not that big of a selection of players to play. I mean, it's not a very well-known game out there. Gotta picture Call of Duty divided by 180,000. Okay? Of course, big AAA titles like that have a ton of game modes. Same thing with, CSGO, other big, widely known games. This is a pretty small one. Although, sometimes those little diamond in the roughs are the best. And I gotta say, there are some pretty big kinks in this game. I mean, you can only pick between 3 classes. And for example, a support can't have a sniper rifle. A Recon can't have a shotgun. It's definitely pretty odd. The guns are halfway decent. The gun models are pretty good. If I can just try to find a preview here. The gun models, pretty accurate. Not the highest quality. You can see, got those stupid line squares. But, let me just show you guys here. This is the MP9 with a couple of extra attachments. There's a standard reflex scope, a grip, extended magazine. And it is pretty loud, actually. Allow me to simply turn that down. Options, audio, right here, SFX, accept. Oh, there we go, much quieter. So, I prefer, above all else, the Recon class because I have the choice on certain maps to use sniper rifles, such as this one right here. Pretty good. The sway is absolutely devastating on these guns, though. This game does have a pretty large problem with sway. You gotta try to shoot 200 meters away, as you can see, sway. There is no hold breath option like you would do on Call of Duty, for example. Hold left stick. Although I don't really need, because this is a pretty productive sniping. You can kind of tell, oh, it's gonna go down next, okay, and line yourself up. So, decent game. It is pretty, oh, here we go.
Oh, really?
So,
shotgun shoot that
selected
far
map,
out?
ignore all those people.
You're a bitch.
Selected map, Robitech, Team Deathmatch, pretty fun map, and Recon, yes. So from here I can choose Recon, Support. Assault, you get shotguns and assault rifles. Support, you get LMGs and shotguns, I believe. Recon, you get sniper rifles and SMGs, such as the MP9 I was just using. Assault, you can choose between something called, I believe it's called heat, which is kind of, it emits radiation to all the enemies around you that slowly drains their health. You can use something called, I'm not 100% sure what it's called. It's kind of like a shield. You apply the shield, and you can run, and if you hit someone, an enemy obviously, you knock them down, and they're down for a few seconds, in which you have the time to kill them. Boop. Oh no, that was devastating. Come here. I'm gonna die. Someone's gonna shoot me from out here. So, this game is pretty fun, obviously, on something like this. This gun is not of the best. Can't say it's one of the best guns. You can use microphone in this game, so if I were to have a mic attached that I weren't recording with, I could... Wow, that was an impressive kill. I can just wait over here. You can press the Alt button, which is the standard key. And he survived that. That was quite impressive by him. I am not one of the best at this game. I've been playing this game on and off for about 2 years. I stopped for the last about year, stopped playing it completely because I was in the middle of upgrading PCs, moving, and some other things, so I didn't quite have the ability to play it. As you can see, some weapons like that are much overpowered. And the thing I really don't like about free-to-play games is that people that have the money can just buy all of the most, the most powerful weapons in the game. And that's called, pay to win, or PTW, P2W. And that's really upsetting when people just buy themselves victory, when those that actually try to work hard to earn their weapons, earn their coins, aren't able to win because of those that just blow all their money. So I'm going to select my MP9, one of my favorite guns in the game. Here, I'll wait for them. They can go do their own thing. Oh, thank you, buddy. So this game is obviously cooperative, although people aren't necessarily the most friendly as is with any big-time FPS shooter. Although this might be one. There's a PP2000. That is one of the guns that I don't believe it is possible to obtain it through the game without purchasing it. I mean, it is ridiculously expensive. I do see you over there. Hello. Oh no! She's gonna throw a grenade. Oh, there he is again. The PP2000 is an SMG, if I'm not mistaken, although a very, 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 very high fire rate one. Let's select my sniper rifle once again. Oh no, no, this sniper rifle is much higher damage. Correct? Yes. Oh, darn it! Yes, there is force respawn, which is not a feature I'm very fond of in this game. Oh no! Someone shot me. That is disgusting. You guys might have seen on my channel also my LMG compilation video, which I think, you know, it might not be the highest video resolution or anything, but it was very difficult to make, and I do appreciate if you guys watch it. So I will leave a link to that in the description. Oh, darn it, I almost got that guy. I'm not sure what that gun is at all. That's a weird gun. So, Red Hawk is not a very good gun, for me anyways.
Warning.
5.7 or 5.7 is a higher clip but less damage, so I'm gonna choose this, and this gun should work nicely for me. Ooh, just get him! Oh, darn it! Oh no, what's happening? Oh no, no, buddy, injured! Don't die! Oh no. So the games for this, controls rather for this game are pretty standard. WASD to move, shift, hold down shift while you are running to sprint. Nothing too fancy. R, reload. E allows you to jump over things. Space is to use cover. Use the keys 1, 2, 3, 4 to switch between weapons, grenades, etc. You can also use your mouse wheel to switch, although I don't really like that. In this menu, you can select tactical insertions, look, damage dealt, damage taken, mitigated by your armor, equip items. Oh, I am quite laggy today. Here's a good spot for you guys. If you want to take out the snipers that hide behind that barricade and shoot all the way down, you can just wait here and boop. Right click to aim down the sights, left click to fire rounds. That was odd. Oh, uh-oh, bad guys. You see, I click space to hide behind a wall or hide behind a barrier. Not too intuitive. Pretty simple. Oh, that's bad. Oh no.
Warning.
What? Oh, okay.
Heavy casualties sustained.
There are, I believe, 4 or 5 maps, and each map has a version for Team Deathmatch or a version for Capture. Capture, I personally don't like Capture, although it is the recommended game mode by the developers. I assume they put much more effort into that, as it is simply a Team Deathmatch with the added ability to capture points. You obviously get points for capturing those captures. Being there long enough, you'll accumulate tons and tons and tons of points. I believe it's every 15 seconds you get 20 points. Oh, darn. I'm not sure if that's a... I'm not sure what kind of gun that is. Pretty good gun. I've tried using macro systems, macro applications, such as, I believe it's called Macro Gamer. They don't work. Macros do seem to work if you have them built into your hardware. For example, on the Logitech G series keyboards, or the any of the more higher end keyboards will have macro keys built into them. Those seem to work if you use the software they come with, although I haven't had the ability to test all of them. You see here, I joined in the middle of a game. The first game, you must have seen, I only got to play for a little while, and we lost. At the bottom here, Athena coins gained. You see 149. Things such as grenades, you have to buy after games. So here, I've accumulated 700 and whatnot, and these gold coins, which are kind of the gems or the cash, the premium currency that you, of course, have to purchase. So things like grenades, I have a limited amount. See, I have 23, 26, 20, or 10. Obviously, there's a bunch of different things. And how these work is, say if I use 5 in a game, after that, in my stock here, I have 5 less. So you actually have to go in the store here, select weapons, no device, I'm not even sure. Ordinances. So consumables, ordinances you can buy. For example, say I want to get 50 of them, and then I have to choose between buying it with gold coins, the more premium one that no one has, or Athena coins, Athena points, whatever you want to call them. You do get bonuses for every day. Every day, the first match that you complete and you win, you get 250 Athena coins bonus, I believe. You can also earn medals, which I believe I will be able to see here. Yes, recently unlocked SMG Marksman, because I love my SMGs. So, medals, attacker medal, blah, 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 blah. 5 offensive kills. Oh, this is in the capture point when you're defending and you get 5 offensive kills. Best recon. Alright, you see MVP. So at the end of every round, there are 5 medals. MVP of the first squad, MVP of the second squad, best recon, best assault, and best support. Meaning 1 medal for each of the classes and then 1 medal for each team. You can be the MVP of your team and both win that medal and a class medal. Support is not recommended by me. I most certainly do not recommend support. Here you can see LMGs, yes, and shotguns. Pretty much all you get. You get standard, pretty standard pistols. Assault is pretty good just by, you can get weapons such as, this weapon does come in a bunch of different classes. You can get the AS Val, H, C, tons of them. But this gun has something pretty darn special about it. It has a fire rate of 1,000. That is the highest fire rate you can get in a gun, I believe. So you can see, look at my clip in the bottom right over here. What? I am standing on top of this. Whatever. Just when I bought this gun, it was pretty much a must-have before I could use it to actually buy an extended magazine, because oh man, without this extended magazine, you see I just used 20 rounds killing 2 people. So this is great for close combat. You can just kind of go through, and that is a guaranteed kill. Here we go. So apparently if you're in the firing range and the game starts, just poop, you're out. Oh, here we are. Peshawar. I truly love this map. It is more aimed towards not so much snipers, although there are pretty good spots dead center in the map to sit and snipe. This I find works best with SMGs. Assault rifles are halfway decent. Shotguns, big no-no, I say. The rig TDM, I don't like that. I really don't like that map. Here, on the right, it shows the match completion. So if I quit 100% of my matches before they finish, I will have a 0%. If I do all my matches and I never quit in the middle of the game, obviously 100%. 68%, not a very good mark on my part. See here, we got some 97s, 90, our team. We got a 96, 50, 58, not too good. I'm going to select Recon again, just because I don't feel that using this weapon right now would be the best choice. The game, once you actually get loading the game, does not take too long to boot. It's a pretty small game. I haven't shown you guys the resolution options. So here, I can choose in video, if I could have, you can redeploy. Video options, you get to choose between 16900, 1440p. I'm not sure what kind of a resolution that is. I'll just show you all the resolutions. Here's 720 and very low. You can enable graphics quality for each of them. Very low, high, high, high. I choose high because I do have a decent computer. Oh, look at this. It looks as if you can actually use controllers, which is pretty neat, I guess. Keyboard and mouse. Here are all the controls if you want to pause and look. Blah, 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 blah. Pretty neat. Default. Oh, no. Accept. Perfect. Return to game. At the beginning of each game, not at the beginning of each half of the game, there is a warm-up of 1.5 million, I believe, where, yes, you can get points, but none of the points actually stem throughout the game. This was the sniping spot I was speaking of. Oh! If you use consumables, they do get used throughout the game. So if I use 2 in the warm-up, I have 2 less in my equipment. Oh, there we are. I have killed Vag Recon. That's interesting. And deploy. So even after your auto deploy button runs out, you get automatically deployed after a certain amount of time, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. You can't simply sit there and not expect to bring your team down AFK, because that is something you will do. Each class has a choice between 2, I guess you could call them perks, 2 abilities. There's a better word for it. 2 abilities. For example, my class, Recon, has the option between something called Scan or Cloak. Cloak, obviously, you are barely visible, but as in the Call of Duty franchise, you have kind of a distorted aura around your body. And Scan, I aim in the direction I wish to scan. Say I want to scan over here. I click F, which is the default keybound key, which will scan for enemies and highlight them in red. See, if I scan in this direction, there are no enemies. That is pretty interesting, which means that I can probably expect someone to come around this corner pretty soon. There we are. Oh, all the fun that's happening down here. How are you doing, buddy? How are you? Oh my gosh. Accuracy. Reload. Q things, I switch. I prefer it on the right side because that's where my gun is. Hey buddy, how you doing? Wow. I guess not all the players of this game are very good at all. Oh, you can melee with F, which I never seem to be able to do because I suck. As I was saying, Assault has Blitz or Heat. Heat is kind of the radiation of all the enemies around you, and Blitz is that shield that if you hit someone with it, they will die. Shield also works great just to have on your back because it blocks all the bullets that hit the shield on your back. I'll see if I can find you guys someone with a Blitz shield on. I think that might be a bit hard to do. Headshots are not too hard to get in this game. I mean, boop. Throw a grenade. There we go. That was pretty good. Reload. And the reason I say SMGs are good because there's so many small corners that you just gotta run around and bam, 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 shoot. So, this game is a good game considering it's a free-to-play game. I highly recommend it to any of you guys that don't have the money to buy huge AAA title games, or, you know, you just want to play a more casual game where it's not as competitive, although there is not as many features. And the spawning system in this game is quite aggravating. Sometimes you'll spawn right in front of enemies, although you do have a few seconds of, I guess you could call it, shield. But that's kind of strange. Normally the bodies turn white after they've died. Apparently not that one. So, all in all, I rate this game, probably, I give it a 6 out of 10 stars. Because, sure, it can be pretty buggy at times. The controls aren't very good. Spawn system is quite horrible. But, you know what? It's a free game. Developers only make money off of what people buy. The pay-to-win. Those guys. That's how they make all their money. There is, as far as I know, 0 advertising in this game. You don't have to install any special software other than Steam. You have to create a Uplay account, and you have to create an account for Ghost Recon Online. Both are pretty simple, and you don't actually have to remember too much, username or nothing, as the Ghost Recon Online will automatically sign you in, and you just have to enter your Uplay password every time you launch the game directly through Steam, which is standard for a lot of games now, especially the PC ones. So, I'll leave you guys out on this pretty good game. I like it, but, you know what? Free games, not always going to be the best. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!